Hello and welcome to what I'm going to call dreadwingone. So I'm not flying Arma 3 quite as much. I'm not flying at all. For that matter. But as you can see, roughly DCS World A-18C modules loaded up. There I go. Truth be told, I have done 1 or 2 training scenarios, but I haven't done actual yet. So, how about some quick training, intro, basic controls. Total noob, DCS World is going to play, and by play I mean fly, an FA-18C Hornet. And this is what they call the baby Hornet, because obviously you have the C and D, which is the Hornet single seat, and dual seat is the D model. E and F are the Super Hornets for single seat, dual seat, respectively there. But with classification being a thing, they probably weren't able to get into the Super Hornet quite as much. But we still got the baby Hornet, Legacy Hornet. The Navy still flies. I think in real life the Navy might have shut down their last Hornet squadron. I think their last C and D model Hornets are probably going to be coming back soon. I don't know. Those are going to be sunsetted, as they say, here before too long, leaving only the United States Marine Corps to be flying the FA-18Cs and Ds for the time being, until obviously Big Sexy comes out and we get the F-35s going, which we probably won't see in DCS for a really long time, if ever. But anyway, I'm rambling. Here we go. Hello and welcome to this training course for the Hornet. This interactive training lessons are a supplement to the manual, provide a hands-on means of learning this aircraft. While learning the Hornet may seem daunting at first, these lessons are broken down in small chunks to allow you to objective. Follow your directions. Cool. Manuals? Who needs them? Here we go. Adjust my seat. Center my track IR. And of course, yep, track IR is jacked up again. Oh well. Boom, fly.
Hello
Let's go.
And welcome to this training course on the FA-18C Hornet. These interactive training lessons are a supplement to the manual and will provide a hands-on means of learning this aircraft. Whilst learning the Hornet may seem a daunting task at first, these lessons are broken down into small chunks to allow you to better absorb the material. Before we start the first lesson though, I wanted to take a few moments to review some of the basic instruments and basic laws of flying an aircraft like the Hornet. I currently have the aircraft paused. Press spacebar to continue.
Spacebar!
For basic flight maneuvers, your most important instrument will be the heads-up display, or HUD. The HUD consists of 2 glass panels that are used to display projected information. The HUD is located between the top of the instrument panel and the canopy bow. Let's talk about its most important information. Horizontally along the top of the HUD is the heading tape with the heading marker in the center. The marker in relation to the tape indicates your current heading.
I think I accidentally turned my radar
The
off.
boxed number on the left side of the HUD is your calibrated airspeed, and the box on the right side is your barometric or radar altitude. Above the altitude box is your vertical velocity. In the center of the HUD is the pitch ladder that indicates your positive or negative pitch angle to the horizon line. In the center of the pitch ladder is the velocity vector, that when uncaged shows the flight vector of your aircraft when it's not flashing. In other words, you will fly to the point your velocity vector is on, unless it is flashing. Along the left side of the HUD is a data block of 4 values. The top is your angle of attack. Below that is your airspeed as Mach. Next is current G. And at the bottom is the peak G. Along the bottom of the HUD is a bank angle indicator. Press spacebar to continue.
Spacebar!
There are 3 primary controls that you will use to fly the Hornet. These are the control stick, throttles, and rudder pedals. The control stick controls pitch and roll. Push and pull back on the stick to lower and raise the nose of the aircraft. If thrust is constant though, you lose speed as you climb and gain speed as you dive. To roll the aircraft, push the stick to the left or right. By rolling the aircraft and then pulling back on the stick, you turn the aircraft.
Boom, boom, pull back.
To control thrust, you use the left and right engine throttles. When you select the maximum throttle setting, the afterburners are selected. While these provide great thrust, they also consume fuel quickly. To move the nose of your aircraft laterally side to side, use left and right rudder pedals. You will also use the rudder pedals to steer the aircraft when you taxi using nose wheel steering. Press spacebar to continue.
Spacebar! Boom! Can I fly now?
Ahead of you is a series of gates that you will fly through to practice flying the Hornet. A few things to keep in mind. First, try to keep your airspeed between 250 and 400 knots. Second, be careful to not over-control the aircraft with large, rapid control movements. Use smooth control inputs. Third, fly the aircraft to place the velocity vector on the HUD in the center of the next gate.
Okay.
Fourth, the faster you are, the wider your turns will be. Avoid getting too fast so you can make the turn to the next gate. Press spacebar when you are ready to start.
Here we go. We are going to fly this bird. Boom. Let's go. Maybe. Spacebar. There we go.
While we strongly recommend a joystick, you can also fly the Hornet with a keyboard using pitch, up and down
power
arrows,
a little bit.
roll, left and right arrows,
Vector in that
thrust,
gate.
page up and page down, yaw, X and Y.
There we go. We are zooming. Some gradual inputs. Easy does it. There we go. There's my next gate. Boom. I wonder if I'm supposed to be in like just a gradual turn for all these gates.
At any point of a lesson, you can press the pause key. This can be useful if you need more time to read the text or step away.
Here we go. Boom.
To look around the cockpit, you can use the keyboard. View up, keypad 8, view down, keypad 2, view left, keypad 4, view right, keypad 6, zoom in, keypad asterisk, zoom out, keypad /.
Or you can use track IR, which is, for a game like this, you just about have to use some sort of head tracking, whether you use track IR or face track no IR, which uses your webcam. So if you have, for example, an HD...
There are several view options to view the world outside your cockpit. External of your aircraft and other aircraft, F2. Flyby of your aircraft, F3. Return to the cockpit, F1.
Sorry, I didn't want to talk over the tutorial there, but if you have for example, a high-def webcam, you can actually use that and use that as basically your head tracking. Face track no IR, I think it's like costs like $5, but it's a heckins of a lot cheaper than dropping, you know, a track IR. You're looking at.
You can also move your view to other entities in this lesson.
There it is.
Other aircraft F2, ground units F7, ships F9, cycle through airfields F11, the map F10.
I think a daggone track IR system with the track clip, which is the one that goes on the your hat, kind of looks like a rhino horn that goes on your ball cap. I think you're looking at around $75 to $100 for that. And then I picked up the Track Clip Pro, which is a little more accurate, I think, because it uses active LEDs in the tracking system and basically beams that to your sensor unit or whatever you want to call that. So I mean, anywhere between 75 and probably like $150 or so for track IR, but not required. You can also create. There are a lot of DIY methods out there. People have used like PSI's, PlayStation Eye camera, for example, and put like an IR filter on it, and basically created their own track IR for pretty cheap. So you have options if you don't have a lot of money, but bear in mind that the F-18 module for DCS by itself is about $80. So I managed to get it on sale as a bundle with the Persian Gulf map for, I think I paid $80 for both. And I'm pretty sure the Hornet by itself, full price, is $79.99. So I paid that much and I got the Persian Gulf map with it. So I can go do flybys in Dubai and fly over the desert and drop bombs and stuff. But I'm pretty sure they're working on a Syria and an Afghanistan map too, so you can essentially do some real world or more current ops, especially now that some of these more and more 4th gen aircraft are starting to come out. We've got the Tomcat coming out here in a few months. Really excited about that. That's going to be super tight. I don't know if I'll get it right at release, but I will certainly be picking it up at some point because the Tomcat is very near and dear to my heart. The F-14 Tomcat is basically what started my love of all things military aviation, just because of how beastly that thing is. I mean, altitude. Shut up, Betty. I mean, a Tomcat, yeah, compared to aircraft now, it's old, it's antiquated, it costs a whole lot of money to maintain, but man, she's a powerful beast. Just doing some basic maneuvers. Videos will get more exciting, I promise. Or at least I hope. Once I get good with the aircraft, I'm going to start downloading missions from the DCS World downloads page. There are a lot of people that are very good at the mission editor, mission builder in DCS. So do some single player carrier ops and whatnot here in the future. And then who knows, maybe if I get good enough, I will try my hand in some multiplayer stuff. But my frames are dipping a little bit, so honestly I'm not sure how I will do in multiplayer. But I also have the settings pretty cranked up. I might drop them so I can get some smoother frames, like all these trees. I don't need to see all these trees, especially when you're up at like 25, 30,000 feet. Boy, you don't need trees. Looks like we're about to buzz the airfield here. Looks like my power settings around mill power. Full military power is where your throttles are basically full forward. You're at full power.
This concludes this lesson. You can keep flying or press escape to end this lesson.
Mill power is where you're basically at full throttle, but you're not in afterburners yet. A nice 2.5 G turn, peaked at 4 Gs. Alright, so that's going to do it for this video. Just some simple flying around. My flaps. Full flaps, drop the gear. I don't know the pattern yet for the F-A-18, so we'll just kind of see. But for right now, we're going to try ourselves a little landing. See what happens. Yep. My brake was supposed to go back down. It's obviously not doing that, so that's good. This landing might get a little hairy. Like I said, I don't know how to fly this thing yet, so please forgive me for this crappy flying. Probably. Oh, there it goes. Oh, now you want to go back. Speed brakes out. There we go, put my thrust vector right where I want it. Speed brakes coming in. Yeah, I know I'm coming in too sharp. Hold it off. Porpoising. Oh, good. I'm in the grass. Cool. Alright, well, there you go, guys. I just flew around a little bit, drove it into the grass. Next time will be better, I promise. So if you stuck around this long, thank you very much. I appreciate it. The rest of you, I will see you in the next one, which I believe is a cold start on the ramp. So, also I apologize if you're getting motion sickness from my track IR. Don't know how to freeze it because my hotkeys are screwed up. But anyway, I'll catch you guys next time. Later.